All right, today, per many requests, we are going to talk about how to re-rack. So whether it's from a push press or a jerk or something behind the neck like an overhead squat, a snatch balance, even a behind the neck jerk. So we're going to talk about how to better bring the bar from overhead either to a front rack or to your back. And we have special assistant Killer to help us out today. Okay. So first things first, this is definitely a learned skill. It was not something that I was ever good at initially. I actually broke my wrist trying to bring down a behind the neck jerk, like way back. So I was terrified of it. I was absolutely terrified of bringing a bar down in the front or the back. I guess just because I didn't know how. And I know if you watch a lot of people, it can go wrong quite a bit. There's a lot of just letting the bar fall onto your body, which is the exact opposite of what you want to do. So first, if you watch this video, you'll kind of see that as I start to bring the bar down after my overhead squat, I kind of almost don't finish standing up, which I wouldn't say is something that you need to do. I would always say you should finish standing up all the way and then initiate bringing the bar down. It's just kind of something that you find your own kind of way of doing it as you progress, and that's mine. As I'm standing up, my legs are still bent, I start to bring the bar down, but also reach my body up to meet the bar. So my feet actually leave the ground. That's not something I suggest trying to do. It might happen as you figure it out, but I definitely would not recommend trying to make your feet leave the ground. But basically what you want to do is you want to, as the bar is coming down, have full tension in your body and try and meet that bar like halfway down, and then as you make contact with it, everything is tight, everything is squeezing, and then you're just kind of going to absorb that catch so there's no jarring or crashing or just letting the bar fall onto you. There's tension in your entire body. Everything is working and pushing against each other, so it's as smooth as possible. Here's another pretty good example of bringing down a jerk. I do a lot of clean jerks as a complex. So you do the clean, you stand up, do your first jerk, and then after the first jerk, reset your feet completely, and then again, start to bend the legs kind of first, and then reach up with your body as the bar is coming down. Again, my feet tend to leave the ground, and really absorb that catch with your legs, with your really tight core, so there's no jarring, no crashing, no anything weird. Another thing that's really important, if we'll back this one up a little bit, you want to make sure that your foot balance is completely centered. If you're falling forward or backward, you're gonna feel that in your catch. So you want to make sure you're completely balanced before you initiate bringing that down, so that when you go to catch it, you're not falling in either direction. I know if you've done it before, you've probably felt when you do have that catch, you'll either want to rock forward with your chest, or it kind of hurts your back if there's a bit of an arch there because you're falling back. So you want to make sure that your foot balance and your overall body balance is right down the middle. All right, so when you're practicing this, definitely start with like an empty bar. Don't get into your sets and decide, oh, I'm gonna just re-rack now at 80-90%. That is a bad idea. So for jerks, I'll kind of demonstrate from all angles so you can see. So let's say I just did a jerk. I finish here. I'm going to want to bend my legs a little bit. So initiate that re-rack by bending, and then it's going to come down as I come up. Here, absorb with the legs. Okay, so if it were fast, it's kind of hard to do with an empty bar, but finish the jerk, bend, catch. Okay, now let's talk about bring it back down to your back. Very similar, except it's going to your back. So let's say we're doing overhead squats or snatch balances or anything that's a wider grip, bringing it down. Same thing applies. You're going to go from overhead, meet as it comes down and absorb. Okay, you want to make sure that when you do go to catch it, your chest is upright and you're not trying to catch like this, because as it gets heavier, you're going to have to dump forward, and that's not the best position to be in. If you're a girl, I would recommend not having a ponytail because it'll pull on it. I usually put it completely out of the way of my neck so that when the bar comes down, it's not going to pull your hair and pull your head back. Another thing to consider is make sure that you're not super sweaty. I'm a super sweaty person, so if I know I'm going to be bringing anything down, I'll usually wear a t-shirt that kind of covers everything, just because you don't want any extra slipping and sliding. So make sure if you're not going to wear like a shirt, you're thoroughly dried off or chalked or anything like that. And then the same thing applies for if you're doing a behind the neck jerk and your grip is just a little bit closer. So behind the neck, say finish your jerk, bend, up, down, okay? And it's really hard to demonstrate when there's not a whole lot of weight to deal with, but the whole point is as that bar is coming down, you are going up to meet it and then you absorb at the same time. So there's a lot of people that they think re-rack, they think bring the bar down, but that's not all that's happening. You really have to come down at the same time so there's no jarring forces and you're really absorbing everything as best you can. So if you're one of the people who just like, all right, I'm gonna close my eyes and hope it's okay and do the collarbone crasher, maybe let's fix that. I put a little bit of weight on the bar, so I can just go through a few so you guys can really see it. So we'll start with just a regular jerk. So here, initiate with legs, reach up, catch. Okay, so I'm gonna try and not do it in slow-mo. I'll show you the same thing for behind the neck. So we'll do snatch grip. So here, we just finished overhead squat, snatch balance, whatever it is. All right, so hopefully that helps you a little bit. Save your collarbone, save your back, save your knees, pretty much everything. Remember, completely balanced. Like this. Completely balanced. Tension throughout your whole body and really absorb both your body weight and the weight of the bar at the same time.